Will Smith's longtime friend and alleged brother, Bilal, is making explosive claims that have the internet in chaos. According to his allegations, Will Smith forced Bryce Gray into situations he never wanted, and he even suggests that Will and Diddy played a role in shaping Bryce's later life choices. The most shocking claim? That Bryce Gray, best known for his role on Empire, has now entered the adult entertainment world, allegedly selling explicit content involving men. None of these claims have been proven, but the accusations are raising serious questions and fueling intense debate online.
An interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's penis, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his butt. Jada responded to the first global interview that I did with you.
That was a global interview.
Yes, it went all over.
It was in Arabic, I saw it.
Yeah, it's India, everywhere. I talked for 2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to show that it was true. That's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that, I extorted you, there was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out. Now you, Will, and yourself are in legal jeopardy. Her lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter, which I had to report him to the bar, Kenneth B. Hurt, because he said I never knew Will, that I never worked for Will, and that he said he represented Willard Carroll Smith, which is Will's real name, but he was asking me to take down statements from Jada. So that's what we call in law overreaching. You cannot, if you're saying you represent Will, you can't compel me to do something against Jada,
okay,
right? So I already knew that I had him legally. So I said, okay, I got you. Now, once that happened, there was another interview, of course, when she came outside and reiterated that she was suing, right? And there was another interview with TMZ just after that where one of the cameramen asked Jada, hey Jada, have you seen Will with any men before? And her answer was no. So now that's a lie too, because I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera's penis, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his butt. After that, they reached out to me through many people, one being Charles Austin, aka Charlie Mack, the federal informant. He reached out to me through a friend. From my understanding, allegedly, it was Will and Charlie together.
Right now, Bilal is reportedly locked in a legal dispute with Jada Pinkett Smith. Last year, around the same time Sean Combs was arrested, Bilal went public with explosive claims, alleging that Diddy and Will Smith were connected. He claimed he was preparing to release footage that would reveal Will's private life. According to Bilal, he wasn't just Will's close friend. He also served as his former assistant, putting him in a position to see things firsthand. He alleges that he once walked in on Will with another man, Dwayne Martin, describing the moment as intimate. None of these claims have been proven, but they have fueled intense online speculation and controversy.
And then I saw sexual acts that when I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like, but I see his car there. I'm like, where's this guy at? So now I'm holding Dwayne down too, so I have the keys to his dressing room. So I'm like, yo, and they're calling I'm on walkie-talkie and they calling my cell phone. Yo, we need to get Will here. I'm like, yo, kind of fuck down. Like, I'm trying to find this. Like, this is unlike him, right? So, all right, I open the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see Dwayne and having anal sex with Will.
Let me process that for a second.
There was a couch, and Will was bent over on the couch, and Dwayne was standing up, killing him. Murder. It was murder in there.
Jada Pinkett Smith quickly came forward to shut the story down, publicly calling the claims false. Will Smith also denied the allegations, firmly rejecting everything being said. This marked the first time Will had directly addressed anything involving Sean Combs, and many people noticed a shift in his demeanor. To some viewers, he didn't just sound offensive.
What we're in right now, it's really hard for y'all to like discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all your memes. I can stop all of that. I ain't been nowhere near no damn freak off. Listen, I do enough of my own. Don't be putting me in other people's. I ain't been nowhere near that man. I ain't did none of that stupid. So whenever y'all hear it, if somebody say that, it's a damn lie. I don't even like baby oil. But I haven't said that publicly. I just said y'all the first time. I usually don't respond to dumb stuff because it's like people. It's so many things people say, so much stuff, but. You know, that one, your memes was doing too much. Y'all was having me mad.
While Will Smith released carefully worded statements, Jada Pinkett Smith took a much more aggressive approach. She went on interviews, issued warnings, and publicly claimed they were preparing to sue Bilal. Cease and desist letters were mentioned, and legal action was repeatedly implied. But here's the part that raised eyebrows. Despite all the threats, no lawsuit was ever filed. Will never personally threatened to sue Bilal either. And according to online speculation, there may be a reason for that. If the case actually went to court, they would be required to prove that Bilal was lying. Supporters of Bilal argue that he wasn't just spreading gossip. They claim he had more than rumors, and that his claims went beyond stories about Will's private life. This is where Bryce Gray allegedly enters the picture. Bilal reportedly waited nearly a year for Jada's promised lawsuit to materialize. When nothing happened, he decided to speak out even more. According to his allegations, Will had once hired him to look after Bryce Gray and left him in charge. While spending time with Bryce, Bilal claims he discovered something no one was expecting, setting off the next wave of accusation.
He's out there allegedly with male prostitutes. He's pissing in the trailer. He's acting psychotic, right?
The same thing he's doing now.
Beyond that. But this is why a show is going on, right? So I'm like... So I pulled him to the side, right? And I said, listen, I'm here to help you and so forth and so on. So he was like, all right, I feel that. He said, everybody on the set know you. Everybody seem like they love you. I want to love you because everybody else loves you. I said, if that's what you want to do, then do it. But he kept acting up. And then one day I said, what the F is wrong with you? And he was like, you know. He said, you know Will me. You know Diddy made me suck his penis. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck. And I said, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea. So he crying, no blood is coming from his nose. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. And I'm like, yo, listen. So I grabbed my husband. I said, listen, I don't know. I didn't know what happened. Nothing. I was just asked to come.
Is this true?
Yeah. No. I'm gonna let you. You about to see if it's true from the paperwork. Oh, we telling something that got paperwork involved. Let me get to the paperwork. So at this point, I'm crying because I feel his pain. Like I can kind of tell when somebody's phony and all, but it was the pain where the snot was coming out his nose. His nose was bleeding. He in the corner screaming, balled up, right? Like I could feel his pain, like he had been raped, like he had been forced to do something. You understand what I'm saying? So I said, well, listen, let me find out what's going on. He said, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Right? So I'm like, Yaz, I'm like, yo, just relax. I said, everything gonna be okay, you know? And he was like, no, they gonna get me if I say something. They gonna get me if I, like, he's spazzing.
What reportedly made the situation even more damaging for Will Smith was the timing. Just months earlier, Will had publicly announced that he planned to personally mentor Bryce, putting himself in a position of trust and authority. Critics online quickly began drawing comparisons to Sean Combs, who had also publicly claimed to mentor younger artists in the past, most notably Justin Bieber. Those comparisons resurfaced amid long-standing allegations and speculation surrounding Diddy's relationships with young performers. Whether proven or not, these parallels have reignited a larger conversation about Hollywood's mentorship culture and the potential for power imbalances, with many questioning how often young actors and artists may be put at risk behind the scenes.
Is this guy crazy or what's happening? So I end up telling Charlie Mack, and he said, I'm on my way out there. I'm on my way out there. And then he said, hold on, Will wants to talk to you. So I said, okay, no problem. So now he said Will wanted to talk to him once Charlie Mack got out there. So he wouldn't talk to me when I was on my phone. So whenever I talked to Will about sensitive topics, Charlie would meet up with me, call Will, whatever number he called, then put me on the phone on Charlie's phone, not from my phone, right? So Will admitted to me that he had sex with Bryshere Gray, but it was consensual, right? So I'm like, okay, so now it's starting to make sense, because I would have never believed that the way this guy's acting, something had to happen. So now, Will told me, and this is going to be in paperwork and everything, right? So when Will told me that he did have sexual intercourse with Bryshere, he said Bryshere did ask him to stop. Will said he finished, completed the act, then stopped. Right then and there, when a person says stop, that means stop. Period. So I do believe that Will Smith sexually assaulted Bryshere Gray. Period.
I was not expecting any of this.
I know you.
The rumors of Will Smith being gay and having gay relations with who was it with?
Did he?
I know, right? Hold on. So apparently Will's assistant, which I don't know if this is true or not. I mean, the whole thing sounds fishy because the same guy tried to interview on my platform and I said no, but he claims he saw Will Smith with Dwayne Martin.
Oh yeah.
I know nothing about this. This is crazy.
I mean, well, you should interview Tisha
Campbell, who was married to Dwayne Smith. That'd be an interesting interview.
Wouldn't it?
It would. You know her?
I do.
All right, let's make some phone calls.
I don't know. But I mean, and then there's, what would be said and what wouldn't be said. But, I heard more rumors about Dwayne than Will.
Oh, you heard rumors about Dwayne? Oh. I heard some rumors about Will and Jada, which I won't mention because I'll get sued. But I've heard some rumors.
According to these allegations, critics claim Bryce's situation followed a disturbing pattern seen before. They argue that, similar to the discussions surrounding Justin Bieber, Bryce's family was allegedly aware of what was happening behind the scenes. The claims suggest Bryce's parents knew about Will Smith and were also aware that Sean Combs was involved. Singer Jaguar Wright says she personally warned Bryce's mother, who allegedly ignored the concerns for financial.
He's with my man Charlie Mack, so Charlie was with me every step of the way, first out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love, and all he has to do is add discipline, and he's gonna be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, who is best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like I'm listening from the greatest.
Some people say we're watching the Justin Bieber situation repeat itself. During the time Bilal claims Will Smith was abusing Bryce, Bilal was also dealing with multiple arrests and legal issues. Supporters point out that Justin Bieber later admitted his own reckless behavior was a cry for attention during a difficult period.
I'ma kick you in your pussy and then I'ma go to work North Philly style, bitch. Fuck you. And Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay porn star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life, and what you had to do with it. Fuck you! You fucking CI bitch! I'm sorry. That bitch came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the fuck away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago safe, to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him. But because of Charlie, see? And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is, she wasn't nothing but a drug dealer's whore.
According to these claims, once Will Smith realized Bilal might speak out about the alleged abuse involving Bryshere, he reportedly asked Bilal to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Bilal claims he believed staying silent without legal protection could put him at risk, so both he and Bryshere allegedly signed mutual NDAs. Bilal says he has documents to support his claim.